And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared. And with
hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Home in the paint. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Middleton's got the game going here with the first basket for the Bucks. Now here's Jackson. Outside, George. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Second shot opportunity. The kick out to Holiday. And he can't bank that one in. Now the Clippers with it. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Zubac the pass to Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lopez inside. Zubac defending. Lopez passes to Giannis. Here's Middleton. Lopez. Great positioning on the putback.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Outside Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Middleton finds Giannis. Lopez left side. Shoots over Zubac, and the Bucks miss again.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Paul George. Clock is at 3. The kick out to Holiday over Rondo. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Holiday
against Kennard. The three. Cousins trying to free himself up. Kennard's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Holiday. Tucker the pass to Forbes. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Connaughton. Kennard covering. Portis kicks to Connaughton. No good with the triple. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Here's Kennard. Batum trying to break loose. Can't cash in from close range. The Bucks trail. Tucker the pass to Portis. Back to Tucker. On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Portis. They need this one, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Five to shoot. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
So at the end of one quarter of... And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young...
This game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Outside Portis. Here's Connaughton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Over in the corner, Beverley. Back to Cousins. And the pass to Kennard. Picked his pocket. Portis with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now, here's Kennard. Pass to Mann. Here's Kennard. Clock at 6. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. It's good on the putback. Batum's got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, you can't forget about the long arms of Batum. I mean, I want to see him be more active on the offensive glass because he's capable.
Passes it to Portis. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so It's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that.
Connaughton kicks to Portis. Tucker, the pass to Connaughton. Back to Tucker. Over Beverly. Portis trying to free himself. Tucker can't get it to go.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Here's Batum. Pass to Man. He kicks it to Cousins. Tries again. Left side, Batum. To the left side wing. Man passes to Batum. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Good on for three. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in. Portis, the pass to Tucker. Good on the bucket.
Tucker doing a nice job getting it done from there.
Here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. There's the pass to Batum. Feeds it to Cousins. Out to the right wing. And that one hits back iron. DiVincenzo against Beverly. DiVincenzo kicks to Portis. The shot from 20 feet away. No good that time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so...
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slip. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Los Angeles leading by 4. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And George, here we go. Here's Morris. Basket counts. Morris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 5. And Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Morris.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
That's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. It's good.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made was special. It wouldn't matter.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Now, here's George. Back to Rondo. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. Chalk up 2 there. And now it's just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. George against DiVincenzo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Marcus Morris. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Passes it to Middleton. Rondo against Holiday. The dish to Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Middleton can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 4. Leonard inside. Defended by Middleton. The pass to Zubac. Pulls up. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 5. Middleton outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Here's George. 1:16 left in the third. Pass to Zubac. And he uses the glass on the layup. Zubac has got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Now here's Middleton. 7 points in the game. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. He can't get that one. Nice D from Cousins. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. And here's George for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Super quick in transition. The Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Leonard on the wing. Back to Cousins. Zubac trying to break loose. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Cousins.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the replay.
And we've reached the end of the third. Los Angeles on top, up 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Luke Kennard. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. And there's Jackson, and it's Beverly in at the point guard. Free throw good. Giannis.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
Jackson against DiVincenzo. Jackson down low, and the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Brook Lopez is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubats is checked in. Kennard on the wing. Defended by Middleton. Kennard, the pass to Zubats. Lopez with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
The Clippers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Jackson passes to Beverly. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Bucks shooting around 41% on the night. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo, so they take the lead. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points here in just the second half. The Clippers trail. Jackson with it. Outside, Batum. Passes to Kennard. Outside for Batum. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down. Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Zubats, the pass to Kennard. No good from 11 feet. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And that one's good. Beverly.
And Beverly is a menace inside. I mean, incredibly crafty at finding ways to score down there.
And here's Holiday. Kicks it to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. A 3-ball. That one misses. Excellent D there from Holiday. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The pass to Antetokounmpo. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to Lopez. And stolen by Cousins. Up the floor. The finish. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And it's George missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there, reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go. And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Giannis. 35 seconds left in the fourth. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. Holiday against Jackson. Back to Zubac. Here's George. Dishes it to Cousins. Good D by Lopez. Middleton outside. And here's the fast break. Fires from deep. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. The bustling city of Portland. And we are...
Well, the ceremony...
Thank you, D.A. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here is Holiday. Feeds to Giannis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And that one goes long. Lillard against Holiday. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Kicks to Holiday. From deep. That one doesn't go. And it's Portland the other way. That's a 2 from Lillard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And it's Milwaukee's ball. The Bucks working the ball around. Lopez finds Giannis. And McCollum with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Here's Holiday following the score by Damian Lillard for 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. By himself, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
Holiday looking over the floor. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's Lillard missing.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Offensive rebound. Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Powell for 3. And then Lillard slams it in.
Respect the leaping ability of Lillard or you'll get dunked on.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. For 3, Middleton. But they recover it. Rebound by Nurkic.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. And a wide open look for McCollum. The offensive rebound. High post, Nurkic. Lillard outside. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. McCollum kicks to Kanter. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, outside Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Milwaukee's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here is Forbes. Pass to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Milwaukee the rebound. Tucker the pass to Connaughton. And here's Middleton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From past the arc. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. Jones the pass to Carmelo. Stolen by Tucker. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
McCollum outside. Anthony, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of the underdog label.
I think the underdog story, started when I was a kid.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
They've got Derek Jones. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Holiday's checked in. Outside, Jones. The pass to Simons. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Simons has got the lead up to 7 now for Portland. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Connaughton passes to Holiday. There's Portis, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Plays with so much passion. Love how effective Portis is at drawing fouls.
So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Ennis Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Lillard finds Covington. Goes up on the wing. No good on the shot. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And stolen by Lillard. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Hits. Caught that one from Nurkic.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
The 3, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 9 points.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Antetokounmpo up top, covered by Anthony. Holiday with the 3. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one mate. Powell, no one around him, and another 3 for Portland.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense has created some great opportunities.
Lillard against Holiday. Powell with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Covington kicks to Powell. Lillard against DiVincenzo. Powell for 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Powell's got his second basket.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Portis can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 12. Nurkic the pass to Covington. Here's Lillard. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday to stop the run. Gets hauled in by the Trailblazers.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Covington finds Nurkic. Lillard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. And no doubt the C.J. McCollum's and that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. On the wing, Holiday. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Holiday's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks. Lillard the pass to McCollum. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Kicks it out to Giannis. For 3, Middleton. They grab their own miss. On the wing, DiVincenzo. From downtown. And it's rebounded by Covington. Portland leading by 9. Lillard outside. Here's McCollum. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Outside Holiday. Giannis inside. Covington's there. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Lillard looking around. He kicks it to Powell. Covington passes to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Over Holiday. Lillard misses.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Middleton against Nurkic. Middleton the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. There's the 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. The tray. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Holiday attacking. Kicks it down to Middleton. For the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Middleton's got 5 points so far.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it, though.
Passes it to Powell. Holiday against Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. They get it again. Back to Lillard. Pass to Powell. McCollum outside, and here's Covington. Got a piece of it. Now Powell. He's got 6, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Now the pass to Tucker. Back to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. And the Bucks miss again.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Bucks trail by 11. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Forbes. Here's Nwora, defended by Jones. Nwora, the pass to Tucker. Clock at 4. With the putback. They shoot again. Here's Portis. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And even 3-on-3 break. Tries from 16, and there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Anthony. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go. Teague drives in. Excellent D there from Anthony. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. Outside Anthony. A second chance effort. Anthony. And staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Trailblazers.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. And the shot goes in.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Down low, McCollum. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks.
Now, even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
Giannis inside. He's covered by Kanter, and that one good.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Cullen passes to Kanter. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Kanter. Connaughton kicks to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. Passes it to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Simons. Anthony trying to get open. Back to McCollum. Left side, Jones. Anthony down low. Second chance shot. No good off the back of the rim. Bucks trail by 12. Deflects the pass. Taken away by Anthony. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Here's Simons. The dive for the ball. And another turnover here by Portland.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
For the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Antetokounmpo. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Portland. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
McCollum outside. Lillard outside. The dish to Powell. Knocks down the three ball.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Middleton looking it over. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
He had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
For three, Middleton buries the long-range jumper.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
From deep. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Teague. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Teague. There's the triple. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And let's...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Jackson in at point guard. Morris, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Covington kicks to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
McCollum against George. Fires for 3. McCollum, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it goes down 2 points.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. And it's sent back by George. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish. And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
And it's Lillard missing. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the paint, here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks. and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Now here's George.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And then Lillard slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now here is George. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, Paul George will take those opportunities anytime he can get them. A nice dunk there.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. The pass to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's George. Zubac's with it. Lillard picks him up. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 4.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Lillard against Jackson. Kicks it out to Jones. Outside Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside, George. Passes to Zubac. Here's Leonard. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on...
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's Kennard in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Powell against Beverley. Now Kennard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Simons the pass to Powell. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Beverley. And it's Portland with the rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball.
Wow, hammering it in.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Beverley against Powell. And Beverley kicks to Rondo. Right side, Batum. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Anthony with the defensive effort. Powell finds Hollis Jefferson. Back to Powell. The baseline J. Cousins pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Kennard's shot is off. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Anthony with the bucket.
For as powerful as Carmelo is at times, he also can show you the soft floater. That time, beautiful touch.
Here's Rondo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Paul George in for Patrick Beverly. The Trailblazers also changing it up. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard from outside. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
To the inside and stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Anthony finds Lillard. Now here's McCollum. Out to Anthony. Clock at 6. That's a 2 from Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And Leonard stays with it.
It's like he's got a couple of suction cups at the end of those long arms. Those huge hands from Kawhi, helpful on the glass.
Powell against George. Ring shot on the way. The shot by Powell, no good. The Clippers trail. Morris dishes to George. Back to Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A 3 from McCollum. Paul George grabs the miss. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
That's a 2 from Lillard. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And that should do it with this.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Leonard gets it to go. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Right at the free throw line, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. George looking over the floor. The 11-footer, that one falls. George has got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's Morris. Outside Leonard. Back to Morris. Jackson from long range. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Lillard against Jackson. For the lead. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Got to put a body on there. Just too big down low.
Jackson against Lillard. Kicks it out to Leonard from outside the arc. Doesn't go that time. And it's Portland the other way. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. George against McCollum. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Portland leading by 5. Nobody near Lillard. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. So for the Trailblazers, just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Inside, here's Batum. Back to Kennard. Looking to end the run. And a big-time jam right there.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Hollis Jefferson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game. 59 seconds left to play here in the third. Clippers trail by 6. Now, here's Kennard. He kicks to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. To the left wing. Cousins, no one around him, and it's off from three-point range. Pass to Simons. Down low. Cantor against Beverly. Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Shoots over Cousins. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Kennard for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Clippers right now, Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the 3 slot. Here's Simons. And that one is stuffed right through.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
Oh, yeah. His teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Kennard kicks to Beverley. Kennard, the pass to Beverley. Back to Kennard. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Clippers trail by 8. Here's Batum. And the layup's good off the glass.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Outside Anthony. Back to Powell. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Beverley feeling it out a bit. Kennard on the wing. Shoots over Powell. Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 8. Pull-up jumper. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Powell against Kennard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Lillard. And here's McCollum. And the pass to Nurkic. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Nurkic with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Nurkic using those active hands and just kick-starting the offense in the fast break.
Kennard with the ball. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now Lillard. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. From deep 3-point range. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Leonard. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And a wide open look for McCollum. Offline with his 3. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Rondo. Morris controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Lillard against Rondo. Lets it go with the 3. And Damian Lillard good for the 3. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Portland.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Damian Lillard.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. This one for three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Rondo dishes to Patterson. Here's Mann. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is
can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Clippers, we've got Marcus Morris. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. The shot by Holiday, no good, and it's the Clippers' ball. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And they pick up 2.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Now here's Jackson. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Middleton finds Giannis. And it's sent back by Morris.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty. Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Leonard, the pass to Morris. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. He can't get it to go. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Leonard with no one around. And the 3-ball is good.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay. When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Kept alive. Here's Zubac. A beautiful reverse layup.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Zubac.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
George, that's a 2-pointer, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Passes it to Middleton, dishes it to Giannis. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points so far.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here's George. Outside Jackson. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock. Off target with his 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Jackson against Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Lopez. Rebound by the Clippers. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lopez right side. They get a hand on it. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Here's Kennard. 6 to shoot. Back to Beverly. Launches a 3. The shot's good from Kennard.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
And Forbes kicks to Middleton. Fade away. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 5. We'll be back shortly. And recently on the subject of trash talking.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Chris Middleton. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Connaughton in it with the 2-guard. Beverly with the ball. Outside Rondo. Back to Beverly. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Cousins, no one around him, drills the baseline jumper. Cousins has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. And here is Antetokounmpo. He has 7. Here's Portis, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Back to Rondo. Wide open. That one a little long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Batum with the steal. Rondo on top. Antetokounmpo defending. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Pass to Beverly. Kicks it to Leonard. Back to Beverly. In the corner, George with it. Clock at 6. Over Giannis. George, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
Well, you think back to draft day in 2011. It was quiet then. It became loud as his career went on. But the Spurs get the draft rights to Kawhi Leonard on that day for George Hill. Incredible. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Holiday against Beverly. And the rejection by Zubac. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Los Angeles leading by 4. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And that one is good.
Well, the efficiency with the mid-range game, Paul George has always possessed.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. It's blocked. And now we've got the intentional foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. LA has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And there's the pass to Mann. Morris looking over the floor. Outside, George. Holiday against Jackson. Right wing. Zubac the pass to George. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks. Jackson has the open look. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's the Bucks ball. Holiday goes in. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Kennard against DiVincenzo. Kennard kicks to Cousins. From deep. Los Angeles with another miss. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Reggie Jackson.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Mann passes to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Mann. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Cousins trying to free himself up. Kennard's shot is off. Here's DiVincenzo. Great pass to set up the lay-in. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks. Outside Rondo. They need this. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They did give up a couple baskets more. And that'll about...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubats. The Bucks also with the sub. Middleton's checked in. Now here is George. And yes, it's good. George has got 6.
Well, Paul George is not just a gifted perimeter shooter. That touch on the interior is impressive.
Here's Holiday. Great D that time from Leonard.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And that's an intentional foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Teague's checked in. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And the wide open shot from Morris misses the 3. Bucks leading by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. He dishes it to Leonard. Jackson in the corner. Takes the 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post. Possesses great touch and great length.
Here's Giannis. That one's not going to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And so they foul intentionally. And Los Angeles with some changes. Batum comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Paul George. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Stolen by Middleton. He kicks to Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Jackson against Teague. Morris passes to Batum. Moves back up. Now here's Beverly. And a miss there on the triple. And it's the Bucks on the break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Teague. Clippers trail by 6. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Back to Kennard. Gets an open look and hits. Kennard's got 5 now. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Holiday looking over the floor. And the shot goes down. Holiday's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
DiVincenzo against Kennard. Feeds it to Batum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Batum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Holiday up top. He's covered by Rondo. And here comes the break. Here's Mann. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mann's got his first 3 points of the game. The Bucks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And Holiday, here we go. Banked in off the glass. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Clippers trail by 3. Batum passes to Kennard. Outside for Rondo. Back to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. Over Holiday. Here's Batum. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead. Drew Holiday has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. He got into double digits for the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 3. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
A different look for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Leonard in for Rajon Rondo. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Giannis is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Royce, ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Outside for George. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Kennard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee leading by 7. Now Giannis. The rebound by Paul George.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. That's a 2 from Kennard. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Los Angeles guys shooting around 40% from the floor here. Leonard attacking. And contact on the shots. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Luke Kennard. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Connaughton's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Beverly dishes to Morris. No good on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And that one, good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. Pass to Zubac. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. 2 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Holiday. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Taken away by Holiday. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. The shot's good from Lopez.
Well, we know Brook Lopez can play with strength. He is amazing at converting these difficult opportunities.
Morris with the ball. Outside Leonard. A nice passing here by Los Angeles. From deep, George. It's good from long range.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers trail by 7.
Come to me.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Holiday against Rondo. LA has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Outside for George. Fires from the wing. No good there. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And they go to the intentional foul. So it's the Bucks now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Here's George. George double-teamed. Outside Rondo. A 3 from Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lopez right side. Middleton outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From deep, George. They get the rebound.
Kawhi Leonard, still one of the hardest working players in the league. Active on the offensive glass there.
And here's Holiday. Wraps it in.
He He's carried this team to this lead on.
Thank you, David. Great. And we've got Tuck.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Shot clock at 3. Lets it go. The shot by Powell, no good. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Lillard surveying the D. Pass to McCollum. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Covington sends it back. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Lopez.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Now McCollum, after Chris Middleton missed from long range, and then Lillard slams it in.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Outside Holiday. Middleton on the wing.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Powell for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Holiday goes in, and he comes up with the deuce.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Pass to Nurkic. Kicks to McCollum. Here's Lillard, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
The Bucks making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Powell. McCollum finds Cantor. Back to McCollum. The pass to Jones. Lillard outside. Over Holiday. Portland again missing. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
Here's McCollum. Lillard outside. He gets it in there.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Outside Holiday. From the arc. The shot that time not on target. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
You want evidence of Lillard finishing at the rim? I give you Exhibit A.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Holiday attacking. Unloads from 13. Tucker can't get it to go.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Knocked away. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Puts up a three. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Here's Holiday. Second shot opportunity. And Jones sends it back. Tie game in Milwaukee. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of... And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing to the...
I think the most important lesson that I got is that you got...
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Bucks, they've got Chris Middleton. PJ Tucker is out there with Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point guard position. Outside, Jones. Passes it to Simons. Kicks it out to Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin. And yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Nurkic laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Nurkic has got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Middleton on the wing. Pass to Portis. And Middleton kicks to Portis. That one wide left. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Great communication on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell, no one around him. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's the teardrop. That one goes. Count it.
And after that ragged first quarter,
.139 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Simons. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Antetokounmpo passes to Forbes. And the rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it's Simons missing. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Giannis kicks to Portis. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way. And then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Pass to Powell. Kicks it out to Jones. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's the fast break. Bucks passing it around. For 3, Middleton. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Nurkic can't hit. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
And that'll do it. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's who Jerry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Cantor in the center, locking down the middle. DiVincenzo against McCollum. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. He's tightly guarded. Lillard from deep three-point land.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
Here's Lillard. Milwaukee with the rebound. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. There's the pass to Giannis. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Lillard against Howard. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Lillard finds McCollum. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Now he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Passes to Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McCollum. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and the ball falls right into it.
Here's McCollum. That one drops for him. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
It's stolen by Anthony. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Beyond the arc. Again, McCollum missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo inside. Anthony on him. And Giannis gets it to go. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off. Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Holiday with the 3, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. 3-pointer. Sinks the triple. Middleton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Jones looking for an opening. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jones has got 6 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
They swipe it, and they're on the break. Here's Simon. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Portland trailing here. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. Jones finds Covington. Portland needs to get off a shot. That's a 2 from Powell. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Bucks making a change here. Teague's checked in. On offense, here are the Bucks. Pass to Connaughton. Here's Portis. And off the glass. That one's good. And the Bucks lead by 3.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
The pass to Tucker. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A different look now for Portland. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. 3-pointer, Lillard It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee leading by 3. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
And for Portland, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Lillard outside. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Jones kicks to McCollum. He dishes it to Nurkic. Tries again. McCollum, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Trailblazers. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice move. That shot off the mark. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's McCollum. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Bryn Forbes. They throw good. McCollum.
A lot of questions in the early part of C.J. McCollum's career about could he become a valuable scorer in the league and really what position would he play. But after being the 10th overall pick in 2013, he's answered those questions.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. A reverse.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game, learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
First one falls for him. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now here's Lillard. Passes it to Anthony. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lillard. Anthony trying to get open. And it's Lillard missing. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
And that kind of consistency from Middleton from 3, that's huge.
Now Lillard. There's the dish to Kanter. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Defended by Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lillard. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Holiday against Lillard. Giannis inside. Here's Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard outside. Over Giannis. Again the miss by Lillard.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Anthony against Middleton. Back to Lopez. Lets it go from 14. Another miss by Middleton. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Milwaukee with the rebound. Connaughton passes to Giannis. For 3, Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
Lopez with the steal. From deep three-point range, that's good from Holiday on the assist from Lopez.
This arena was rocking throughout the...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And the Clippers starting five. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3. Now, here's Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Outside, Jones. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. And a wide open look for McCollum. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assists. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Now, here's Nurkic. Shot from 6. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Here's George. Nails the baby hook.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Covington. Back to McCollum.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Here's George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Jackson passes to George. To the middle. Nurkic with the block. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Covington with the ball. A 3 from McCollum. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the pass to George. He nails it, and we're tied up. George has got 6.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Stolen by Jackson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
From the high post. It's hauled in by Zubats.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. McCollum outside. And the layup is good. McCollum's got his second bucket.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, the young fella is going to the hoop.
Now, here's George. 8 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for Paul George. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Beverley. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
I love this about Patrick Beverley. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
McCollum outside. 3 seconds left, and the shot is good. McCollum's got 8 points.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian Lillard's range, wow.
When I'm training in the summer, before practice, after practice.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Beverley wide open. Offensive rebound. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. Beverley for 3. Here's Cousins. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Cousins has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Simons, the pass to Kanter. Pass to Powell. 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you've played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Now, here's Kennard. Guarded closely. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
Pass to Simons. Lillard outside. Tries from 16. Here's Kanter. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Powell. Here's the 3. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the rejection by Zubac. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Cantor. Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Kennard against McCollum, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Clippers with a change here, too. George is checked in. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Left side, Leonard. Now the pass to Mann. And again, no good by the Clippers. Trailblazers trail by 3. A good look from McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
McCollum against George. Passes it to Zubac. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Zubac against Cantor. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Hondo comes in for Jackson. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 3. Fires at the elbow. And it's good off the back rim and in. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Jones against George. Outside Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Hands it from downtown. Leonard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Talent, luck, a little bit of both. Kawhi right there with the sick bailout.
Here's Lillard. Cantor. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Right side, Leonard. Shoots the 3. No good. Shot missing. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 12 points and that does it for our halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in a 2-guard. Jackson against Lillard. Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Nurkic with the steal. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Zubac in the post. Working on Nurkic, and Leonard gets it to go.
With hands wider than the dimensions of the basketball, Kawhi able to control it with ease.
Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And there's Paul George on the assist from Jackson. George has got 14 points for the game.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done. And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Outside for Jackson. George looking over the floor. Clock at 6. He lobs it up and stolen by Lillard. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And Jones with the stuff.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Zubac's no good.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Lillard outside. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Yes, that goes in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Jackson against Lillard. And the basket by Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 2.
This is what you get from Reggie Jackson now. Powering through contact and has the focus to complete the play.
Lillard against Jackson. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. And Portland again with the bucket.
He has done everything possible to keep his team in this one. What a performance from him.
Jackson looking around. It's George on the wing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Simons. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now Kennard, back to Rondo. And that one drops for him. Rondo's got his first points of the game.
2 of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Now here's Hollis Jefferson, defended by George. Here's Simons. Count it. Simons has got the game tied up here for Portland.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Kennard with the ball. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
Here's Simons. Here's Cantor. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Anthony out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Batum, good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 4. Covington kicks to Powell. No good from outside. The Clippers' shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Man, back to Kennard. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Mann. Back to Kennard. The 11-footer. Portland grabs the miss.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your...
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Ball's knocked loose. Kennard against Powell. Kennard, the pass to Rondo. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Portland trailing here. Pass to Simons. Kicks it to Cantor. To tie it up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
I wasn't sure they had enough time. What an amazing job to battle all the way back out of that huge hole.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
George, no good on the free throw. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. A 2-point game. McCollum outside. To the middle. Nurkic can't hit.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Nobody near Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. McCollum outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
George passes to Morris. There's a minute 34 left to play in the final quarter. Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson passes to Leonard. Crafty move. And Jones pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Nurkic finds Jones. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Over George. Pass to Lillard. To tie it up. There's Hollis Jefferson. High post, Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's George. Count it.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And it's Lillard again missing. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Thanks, David. Thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.